Welcome to Ghost Stories with me, your host, Arthur Mansley, and my assistant Beth.
Hey,
Join
what's
us!
up? I got introduced today.
Yes, we're making progress on that front.
Woo-hoo.
Don't worry. Join us as we traverse across the continental United States, interviewing ghouls, ghosts, goblins, and everything beyond and in between in an attempt to bridge the gap between monstrosity and humanity and demystify the mystic. Today, we have traveled far to the city of Roswell, New Mexico. Now, we have a very special guest here in Roswell, the great and powerful wizard, Ozbark.
Hi, thank you. Can I ask you something before we start?
Oh, please. This is an open exchange of information.
As the interview goes on, will my nostrils be okay?
I'm sorry?
Will my nostrils be okay?
We have no plans to assail your nostrils with
I need a hard
foul
answer.
odors.
I need a yes or a no.
To the best of my knowledge, no.
Yes, they will be okay.
Yes, they will be okay. No, they will not be harmed.
Are you positive?
No, apparently.
Yes, as positive as can be. Ozbark, you're a great and
My
powerful wizard.
nostrils are very important to me.
Could you explain why? Is this...
Why do you want me to explain why?
What?
You have plans to steal them? You want to know what my nostrils can do?
Please. You're a great and powerful wizard, of course. Innumerable things, I'm sure.
I smell a man from Nantucket.
Oh, my.
He didn't shower.
Clear in Nantucket, and you could smell that?
Damn straight.
Phenomenal. Wow. Well,
Okay.
Ozbark, now that we've been introduced to your nasal superiority, we shall
Yes,
say.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for addressing it properly.
I would like to address the wizardhood, right? That is so prevalent upon your face.
Of course, of course. I am
You've
a
got
wizard.
this fantastic cape. Let me tell you, I've never seen anything of its like.
Thank you.
Is the cape beneficial to the magic, or is it just for the aesthetics?
You know, it's more for the aesthetics. You know, I'm so powerful that I don't need other things to give me power. You know, like, I'm not a Harry Potter. I don't need a wand.
Really?
Yeah,
It's all
no.
just free form.
Yeah,
Is that why you're not wearing a shirt?
yeah.
Okay.
I need to let them breathe.
Okay.
It's a free country, Beth.
Okay.
What's the problem?
I have no problems. I am here to observe.
It's hairy enough that I got like a coat. Nature's coat.
Right, Ozbark. You've told us and already shown your fantastic smelling capabilities. What other great and powerful magics are you capable of?
So, okay, there was one time that I was walking around and I saw a man with a corn on the cob for an arm and I bit it and it tasted not like corn on the cob, so I must have altered the taste.
That is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Not only are you encountering people with vegetable limbs, but you're able to alter the taste of it just by whim.
Well, I'm pretty sure I made it that way, the limb that way, because, I mean, no one else around me saw it, so I must have made it for me, for my own reality.
Tell me, is this purely just a thought and it happens, or is there a magical phrase or words that are said? Or...
I walk around the world and magic happens to me, baby.
Wow. That is
Concerning.
phenomenal. That is...
I smell fear and intimidation.
Beth?
Continue with the interview.
Ozbark?
Yes?
We're here in Roswell, famous for its potential alien invaders. If someone were to be as daft to believe in something as aliens...
I'm here to meet my brothers.
Excuse me?
You just talked about them.
The aliens are your brothers.
Arthur, come on. You can't call people daft. You can't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know how people talk
I'm
about...
jumping to conclusions again. I'm working on myself.
Yes,
This
you
is
I'll
this
talk
is
to
a
him.
learning moment.
I talked to him in January. They texted me.
Your brothers, your alien brothers,
Yes.
texted you in January.
Yes.
Okay, what were you texting about? Was it space weather or sports in space or?
Well, they asked me a few like personal questions, credit card number, social security information.
Yes, much like that Nigerian prince that emailed me.
I
last
talked to
month.
him too. I know him well. His name's Ricky.
Any relation?
To Ricky?
Yes.
I mean, he's a cool friend.
Well, anyways,
Did you email him back?
the prince.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I'm not going to leave royalty hanging.
Oh my god.
Stay on topic, Beth. Jeez.
Anyway.
Ozbark.
Yes.
The contents of your
Of my nostrils?
of your
Don't talk
texts.
about 'em.
No, I'm not. They're fierce and magnificent and glorious.
Thank you.
I can see the hairs purely
Why are you-
dancing within.
Why are you looking at him so closely?
I'm sorry.
Leave
It's
him
like,
alone.
It's like a car crash driving by, and you want to look away, but you just can't. Osborne,
Yes.
you say your brothers are aliens. Does that imply that you yourself are an alien, or is this more of like
Well,
a...
I've never felt of this world.
Hmm.
I'm definitely one of one, baby. Ozbark is me. According to my mother, I was born in Earth. My government name is Randy. But if you don't ask the government, it's Ozbark, baby.
Right. I understand the need for secrecy with, great power. That's the government would be wanting that, presumably, right?
No, they just have my name wrong.
Oh, well,
My name is Ozbark. I am a wizard.
Eh.
Puny human.
Yes, I do feel insignificant next to you.
As you should.
Do not worry. That is,
I am more a man than you will ever be.
ouch.
Okay, Ozbark. Now you're getting crossing the line too. Come on.
Sorry.
Osbark, your wizardliness,
Yes.
your great and magnificence. When did you first realize that you possessed such great powers as cornering people's arms and smelling fear?
I met a blob that talked to me.
Really?
He was eating a plant that was screaming.
Oh, yes.
He said his
famous
name-
scream plant.
Yes, he said his name was Squeeb.
Yes, I've met the Squeeb before.
We're very good friends.
What a fantastic creature that Squeeb is. For our listeners who haven't met Squeeb yet, Squeeb is an amorphous blob creature who feasts upon the scream plant. So, Osbark, you're familiar with Squeebs?
Of course.
Yes? Now, how is your relationship? Is it favorable or more antagonistic?
Well, I lived in his place for a little bit.
Roommates?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a room, it was more of a urinal. Well, not a urinal, a porta potty that had a urinal in it, oddly enough.
One of the fancy combo models where you can, pee
I
on the
wouldn't
side.
call it fancy.
As far as porta potties go. Anyways, you were living together.
So you travel, because Squeeb we know is from Ohio.
I travel all over the place. I talk to everybody and everything. I am a wizard, and I don't have a house.
I mean, surely no house could contain.
Who needs earthly
Ozbark.
possessions?
Thank you. My mom has a totally different outlook on it, but it's fine because she's dead now.
Oh.
Oh my condolences. Sincerely.
Thank you.
Ozbark, how old are you?
60.
Okay.
Is
Let's
that
just
60
clarify.
in Earth years, or 60 in alien years, or 60 in wizard years? I understand they're all three very different units of measurement.
I'm 60.
Wow.
I only went to Earth school, brother.
Really? You went to Earth school? Did you attend a university for wizardry?
I did attempt to attend multiple universities. Apparently I was too smart for them. They kicked me out of all of them.
Yeah, even we cannot comprehend his brilliance.
I went to Harvard.
Really?
I went on the campus once.
How did that go? Did you apply for law school? Or?
I licked someone's armpit. They kicked me off campus.
You know, this is the first time I think that might have been the proper response to your actions in that case. I think all the other times you've mentioned so far, I've agreed with you, but that is a little bizarre, Ozbark.
Arthur. Your earlobes are beautiful. They're like little candies. Can I suck on them?
I would. Ozbark, you seem to have a bizarre fascination with body parts. Is this a part of wizardry, or is this just all Ozbark, baby?
Let me tell you some key words that I learned from a man in Nantucket once. Booga booga.
Oh, my. Oh, I just felt the power in those words reverberate throughout every minuscule atom of my being.
How?
Oh.
Have you ever played basketball with a cow?
With a cow, no. I don't believe they're able to dribble. They would just be fouls left and right.
They do it with their udders.
That's...
They have good handles.
What?
I met a cow. His name was Tony.
Tony the cow, yes. Where was this? Is this in Roswell nearby, or...?
Nantucket.
Nantucket. You seem to have a lot of connections to Nantucket.
I've never been.
You've never been, yet you've played basketball there. Ozbark,
I've been to Arkansas once.
your magical prowess never ceases to amaze me.
Prowess is one word for it.
Yes. Ozbark, would it be too much trouble for me to request another display of your magical abilities, just to sate my curiosity?
Of course, what do you want to see?
What do I want to see?
Yes.
Well, when I was a child, back in... back in
The days.
back in the days, there was this wonderful street magician I used to see all the time, and he did the most marvelous
Are
trick
you
of the light.
comparing me to a
No.
street magician?
I'm just wondering if you could one-up this. He would do this maneuver where he appeared to remove his hand from his wrist and just left behind a stump, when it was clearly just him holding his arm at a strange angle. Is this something you could do? Just popping off a body part, much like an action figure, and reattaching it?
I could give you a raccoon's tail if you wanted.
That would be not quite as comparable, but you have one.
I can give you one.
Just oh, now I'm curious and I want to see it. Oh!
There you
No,
go.
no, you can take it back. Oh, Ozbark. No, that is foul and wretched. Beth, where do you find these people?
What do you mean? I was gonna ask you the same thing.
You want
I
it?
thought you found him.
No, you definitely did.
More for me.
Oh, no, don't eat it. Oh, my goodness.
It's good.
The
It tastes
wizardly
like
diet is not for the faint of heart. I can tell you that, dear listeners. Ozbark, this raccoon tail we are munching on, just fur and all.
Yeah.
Is this typical, or is this just a special treat, or is it my investigatorial duty to ask?
I mean, when I find a raccoon, I want its tail.
Is this something you do often?
Yeah, I mean, when I see a raccoon.
Just when you see a raccoon?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes more often than not.
Wow, that is dreadful.
Brutal.
Dreadful.
Yeah.
I have a squirrel's toe if you want it.
No, thank
Change
you.
of topic. Ozbark, how do you get around? Do you drive, or is there a more ethereal manner of transportation that you take, a la like teleportation or a broomstick or something of the sort?
I hitchhike a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I want to get to know the people. I mean, I could teleport if I wanted to. I've teleported many places many times. Just before this, I was in my brother's houses, you know, the aliens. I was in their house above Nantucket, and I noticed that the walls were shaking, like a jello shake.
Like,
There's
they
more
were like
wobble.
wobbly walls. In your brother's house or in Nantucket?
Yes.
There's just all the walls were wobbly when you were visiting your brothers.
I was just there.
So where's
Ozbark.
the teleportation come into this?
Well, now I'm here.
Oh.
Ozbark, I'm going to ask you a question rather bluntly, and please do not get offended.
I would never get offended.
Have you ever, or do you currently, consume drugs?
Define drugs.
A mind-altering substance, possibly hallucinogenic or hallucinatory or makes you see things, is my implication.
Let me tell you, I have never in my life eaten.
Have you ever licked a toad?
Of course.
Right,
I do it every
I
day.
just got a feeling that was what it was. Beth, I feel like we've made a slight mistake here.
I drank Squeeb's juice.
That might
I
explain some things.
He gave me a voicemail with it.
Really?
I'm sorry?
And your Squeeb juice.
Yeah, it comes with the bottle. He has his own shop.
He sells. Let me see that.
Yeah, it's a little Squeeb
Oh, it's a
juice.
little bottled Squeeb.
Yeah,
How quaint.
yeah. If you
Any-
press the button, it talks to you.
Let me press it.
Hi, I'm Squeeb.
Oh my god, it sounds exactly like him. It just says, "Hi, I'm Squeeb."
Yeah, press me there harder.
Oh, it's got multiple phrases. All
Yeah,
right,
it's like a pull string.
I'm gonna give it back to you, Ozbark. That's a nice little
Thank you.
souvenir.
Squeeb has become very entrepreneurial.
They always seem
Drink
like
my juices.
right.
He makes juices.
They always seem like an enterprising entity.
You want a sip?
I'm afraid I will have to pass on this. I was advised never to consume a Squeeb.
Okay.
The last
Oh, it
time
just
you
sounds-
had scream plant juices, that was rough too. So.
I was on the toilet for weeks.
Oh, I love those juices.
It seems you have a very, very diet, Ozbark.
Yeah.
Is this just side effect of being wizardly, or are you just gastronomically daring?
Well, I travel, and whatever's around is around. You know? And because I'm magic, I mean, obviously, I can make whatever my food. And so if I want a raccoon, I got a raccoon.
Right. I mean, you are rather lithe or skeletally skinny. So, have you ever just like had a hamburger or a hot dog?
I've had dogs before, yeah.
Right. Oh.
I wouldn't necessarily call them hot. That's kind of weird, but
Oh my. Ozbark, were you ever properly registered as a wizard? I've been believing you this whole time just on your word, but
You have?
well, mostly. I'm having my doubts, Beth. This is
Just now?
well, things have been adding up and piling up, and now I feel like it's appropriate to ask to see your wizard identification card that you're required by international wizarding law to have to be a wizard.
I don't know what guys you're talking to. You don't need a card for it.
Oh,
Okay.
At all.
my.
I can give you my tooth.
Please don't.
Oh, you just ripped it out. Oh, it wasn't even a struggle. It was like it was hanging in there with like gum. No, it is hanging in there with gum. Oh,
Thank you, Ozbark, for that gesture, but I think we're okay.
thank
You don't
you,
want it?
Randy,
Ozbark.
for this gesture.
Ozbark. It's Ozbark.
No, it is Randy. I'm afraid you are not licensed. There is no way you're a wizard. I completely doubt it. I don't believe it.
If you don't believe me, then why do I see a beaver behind you
That's a really good question that I can't answer.
with
There is
claws?
No beaver. There is no beaver behind me. We are in a sealed RV.
Really? Because it's standing above you right now. And oh my god, is it salivating?
Do you think we should contact like medical professionals?
Yes.
No, you can't have my nostrils.
What, we will.
Get away from my nostrils.
We're gonna stay away from your nostrils. We
He's
just
not
need you to.
talking to you as he's talking to the thing he says.
Get away.
No, it's gonna stay away. Don't watch out! Don't hit the microphones. They're very valuable.
I killed it. I killed the beaver.
right? It's. Folks, I'm afraid that's all we have.
It's
time
giving
for
birth to
tonight.
a hamster, even though
Our
it's dead.
interview has fallen apart. I apologize.
I'll escort Ozbark out right now.
Please,
Thank you so
Beth.
much.
Why are
Thank
there
you.
stars flying in front of me?
Okay.
And thank you, dear viewers, for bearing with us for this fantastical interview with Ozbark the Wizard. We'll see you next time. Hopefully in better circumstances.
Oh boy.